Reverend Najuma, where are you? Pastor, doctor, you are remarkable. Would you come share our final teaching of this evening, please?
Good evening, everyone. I have the privilege of sharing the last portion of Dr. King's famous I Have a Dream speech, even though the I Have a Dream portion was used in more than one speech, but he was famously known for it, of course, at the Lincoln Memorial in 1963. But before I read his comment, before I read his portion, I want to just add that it's not just enough for us to think about and reflect and remember Dr. King's dream for America, but for each and every one of us to reflect upon his dream and then be challenged to have our own dream, to re-envision and reimagine what America could be like 5 years from now, 10 years from now, if each of us did more than our part to bring about liberty, justice, and freedom for all. That we would all have our dream, not just for our own children, but for our neighbors' children. And even the stranger's child that we may not know, but we see them on the bus stop or we see them in the mall. That as we reflect and remember Dr. Dream's speech, that we would all have a dream for our brothers and our sisters of a different faith or a different ethnicity, a different culture. That the dream is not just what's my dream for me and my house, those in my four walls, but what's the dream? What am I reimagining? What am I re-envisioning for my neighborhood, for my community, for my city, for my county, for my state, and for our nation? And so I challenge you as we reflect upon Dr. King's wonderful, great dream that we leave here tonight as we lay down our heads to sleep and to ask the question, what's my dream? What am I dreaming about for somebody else? What am I dreaming about for myself? What am I dreaming about? How do I reimagine and re-envision the future? That's our assignment. That's our task. Yes, remembering and reflecting has its place. But if all we do is remember and reflect, we'll be stuck in 1963 and we're in 2017. So I want to challenge you tonight to go home and dream. Dream big, dream enormous, dream ridiculous. Dream outside the confines of whatever people have tried to confine you to. But I dare you tonight to have a dream. And so this is what Dr. King said: with this faith, we will be able to hew out the mountains of despair a stone of hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, and we all have faith, we will be able to work together, pray together, struggle together, go to jail together, stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day. And this will be the day when all of God's children will be able to sing with new meaning, not old meaning, but new meaning. That's why we got to keep dreaming and re-envisioning and reimagining for the new meaning. A new meaning to my country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. And if America is to be a great nation that it is, this must become true. And so let freedom ring from the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire. Let freedom ring from the mighty mountains of New York. Let freedom ring from the heightening Alleghenies of Pennsylvania. Let freedom ring from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado. Let freedom ring from the curvaceous slopes of California. But not only that, let freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lockout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and molehill of Mississippi. And let freedom ring from Woodland Hills to Baldwin Hills. Let freedom ring from every mountainside. Come on, y'all, let's let freedom ring. And when this happens, when we allow freedom to ring from our houses, then we will let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state, from every city. We will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews, Gentiles, Protestants, Catholics, Muslims, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual. And y'all know it, so join me. Free at last, free at last. God Almighty, we are free at last. Go home and dream. God bless you.
Please, if we'll rise for one last song. The anthem of the civil rights movement, of every movement that says, we shall overcome. Please join us. Here we go. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall. Put your arms around your brother and sister. Someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome. Some will walk hand in hand. Here we go. We'll walk hand in hand. We'll walk hand in hand. We'll walk hand in hand someday. Oh, deep in my heart, we shall overcome. We are not afraid today. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid today. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome. Overcome. So we shall live in peace. We shall live in peace. We shall live in peace.
We shall live in peace.
We shall live in peace someday.
Deep in my heart,
In my heart,
you know I do believe.
I do believe
Yeah, yeah,
we
yeah,
shall
yeah.
overcome. We shall